I think that's long enough for the old music. No fancy fade up. Fade out. How you all doing, my friends? Let me just switch you to the sim. So this is our Nordic live stream. Let's get back in, resume. Lots of people out and about tonight, which is great. I'm counting 32 of us in the chat at the moment. Obviously, we've had some sad news a little bit earlier this week. You probably all know what's happened, but we'll discuss that when I bring the guys in. We also have a special guest, so let me bring them in. I hope you're all okay at home, by the way. It's nice to see you. We are live on the old YouTube, so my friend, keep your language clean as always, and welcome everybody. I was just explaining, it's a Nordic live stream, but we have an extra special reason to do this flight tonight. I'm hearing an echo from somebody there, just be aware. We have an extra special reason. Obviously, we heard of the sad news of Shaun, Rosen, who was an integral part to our flight sim community. Not just our community, other communities as well. He sadly passed away with heart attack. So sad news indeed, and we will be remembering Shaun Rosen tonight in this flight. He would have loved this. If you notice at home, a lot of us are flying the Vision jet. In fact, are we all flying it? Most of us are, which is great to see in honour of Shaun. That was his favourite aircraft. So we'll share stories of Shaun and our thoughts tonight. We also have a very special guest. George Mix has joined us. He's a content producer with Navigraph. Welcome, George.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And
oh, George.
That'd be awesome. Hi.
Hello.
There you go.
Hey, James, can you remind us what Navigraph is?
Well, I'm sure George will tonight. So if you have any questions at home and questions on the chat, now's your chance. I mean, it's fantastic to have a content producer with us. And George, you're quite familiar with this area, aren't you?
Yeah, I was actually I was born in Chile, but I was brought up in Norway. So I was living in Trondheim, which is in the middle of Norway. So it's maybe like from where we are now, it's about 5 hours drive. And the cool thing that where we're landing, our destination, they have whale watching there, and I was there 15 years ago doing whale watching. I was watching whales. It was a really nice experience. It's amazing. I can recommend it 100%.
Fantastic.
Bucket list.
Might try that a bit.
Okay, so it was Dan who came up with the flight. Dan, you're the one who designed the flight. Can you tell us a little bit more about your inspiration behind it?
Well, when Susie asked if anyone knew of any nice areas, I recall flying over this area before the update, and I thought I could see what it looked like, and yeah, I just think it's a fantastic scenery, and fantastic lighting at this time of year as well, and yeah, just it's quite a varied terrain over the course of the flight. One reason why it's so long, and we need to be in quite quick planes. So yeah, I enjoyed.
Can I ask if you're enjoying a creamy Claire? Is that good?
Yeah, what coats have you got, Dan? Because you always have someone.
He's got so
I'm
many
not
these days.
got any. I was quite disappointed, you know. Yeah, I've been looking around and it's looking nice to me, really. So,
All right. Yeah.
if I pass out 100 in the flight, someone else will just have to carry on for me.
Okay, chaps, I've got a bit of a problem with OBS and chat. It's asking me to sign into my account. I'm just going to sort a couple of things out. Whilst we do that, Susie's, this is her first flight as flight coordinator. So welcome, Susie, as the flight coordinator. Susie, can you look at the list and get people to introduce themselves, please, while I sort this little chat error out I've got sorted. There's always an error with YouTubes nowadays.
Yeah, of course, could do that, no problem for you, James. So, I'm introduced myself, I'm beginner Susie. There's somebody above us, it's called Honey. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Would you like to say hello?
Steve, your channel's producing all the echoes. Your mic open? Or speakers on?
Mine.
I think it's Steve.
Steve,
you're on all the time.
Is that me that's echoing, Tango? Did you say?
I think it's Steve.
No.
Oh, Steve, okay.
It's gone now, so...
You saw that.
Well.
Maybe somebody's in the background.
We're all pointing the virtual finger at Steve.
The echo's back, so...
Kick him. Is somebody watching James on whatever he's streaming on?
On YouTube, I would hope so.
I got the stream up.
It does sound.
Yeah, it's just that the chat's gone a bit doolally on me, so I'm just sorting that out, so just bear with me.
Roger D.
So if you carry on, Susie, just get people to introduce themselves. I'll come back to you in a moment.
that's easy for you to say.
It wasn't.
I'll go down to the next one then. Thank you, Bagar. Yeah, want to say hello?
Hello, Kyoggy.
Hello. Yeah, hello. And we've got
Got it.
friends.
Hi guys, it's Ben here. Looking forward to this flight and I hope you are all well.
No worries. And then we've got the famous Chunzi.
Yeah, I'm Tuesday. I usually cause trouble, especially with sound. I won't do tonight. I'll be really good.
No worries. And our flight planner today is Dan Lance.
I'm Dan, I'm from Yorkshire, the UK, and yeah, I've been put this flight together for us, so hope you enjoy it.
And then just under that is we've got Disco Dave. You around?
Evening, yeah, Disco Dave, base starter Merseyside.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, and then under there we've got
David.
maybe a new person, Ed Starpilot.
Yeah, hello. I'm living close to Munich and looking forward to this nice flight through Norway.
Fantastic, Ed.
Copenhagen.
And then we've got, and maybe another newbie is Hedarchy Colt.
Ed
Would you
Akey
like to
Cold.
Hello guys, I'm from Slovenia, small town Ajdovština.
Awesome.
Second time with you for sadly reason, this time in flight.
Wait, welcome back.
along, Carl. Welcome
Thank
back.
you.
You came back for more punishment. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got Hobie Stang.
Hello, I'm Carol from the Kansas City area, and this is also my second flight.
Carol, welcome back.
Welcome back, Carl.
Oh,
Yep, and then under there we've got the famous Hudson for
Hello, I'm James. I've sorted out the chat problems, you'll be happy to know. That kind of sounds like me, doesn't it? BO.
mechanic.
Stop playing with the soundboard, you...
Okay, for carrying on, it's Jarheads next.
Ooh, ominous.
Oh,
Jarhead.
oh, spooky.
And then we've got George.
Hello everyone, and I am so happy you're having me here today and looking forward to this amazing flight.
Welcome, George. Yep.
Thanks for coming along, George. Thank you.
Welcome, George. Hi.
Thanks. Oh, that was good.
What is? And then we've got
Okay.
Kenan. Nope, no Kenan. Okay, I'll go down to the next one. Sorry. There you go.
hello there, gents and
Hi, Kenan.
ladies. Tango from the Netherlands.
There you go. If anybody else just wants to jump in and it'll be quick, maybe quicker to do it that way round.
Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, Dan,
Yeah,
what's our...
just so we can get on my way.
Yeah, of course. What's our setup we need to do then?
Okay, so my recommendation is don't follow the flight plan.
Come on, guys.
Flight plan to start with,
Yeah.
but go round to the left, follow the lake, and up the valley. And if you're doing that, then you'll, just stick, 500, 1,000 foot above the ground. You won't need more than about 3,000 foot. If you do want to just follow the pink line, you'll need to go up to 5,500 foot at this section. Just follow the valley round to the left, sort of parallel to the flight plan.
I'm on your tail.
I didn't get to introduce myself, and so I'm taking my Vision Jet and going home.
Bye, Dan.
Welcome, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, Brian. So, chaps at home, you can notice in the Vision Jet here, I've got the I've got Navigraph up there, and I've got our first airport showing, so I can give you all that information. I'm sure you have all that information yourself if you have Navigraph. But there you go, George. I did learn something. Right, Dan, if you want to lead us out.
Okay. One more thing. Who's not in the Vision Jet, by the way? We just want to assess who's got the slowest aircraft, so we can judge the speed accordingly.
I'm in the
Vertical, but it would be
PC21. Should
quicker
be
now.
okay, Dan.
The PC21 is faster than the Vision Jet,
Okay.
so that's
I'll
not a
put it
worry.
I'm in the Vertigo.
And the Vertigo as well.
That's fine.
That's faster as well. So, and what should we say about? Shall we aim for about 220 knots?
220,
Yeah.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Sounds fine.
Okay, let me get my speed set so it don't mess me up halfway through.
Come on, you've been practicing this all week, Dan. Now's your time.
So one question, guys. What is the initial? It's 5,000 feet first, and then 10,000.
No, well, you can stay low above the water, the river, valley.
Yeah, but I'm going to certainly for this section. It's quite beautiful, just flying up the valley. So I'm going to just stay about, no more than 3,000 foot, but you know,
Right
about
hand side, Dan.
within 1,000
Right hand
foot
of the
ground.
valley or the left?
Chaps,
You, Dan.
chaps, I'm sorry.
Well,
I forgot
It would be
something.
preferable to the left side.
I forgot something. Just before we set off, can we have a bit of quiet? I'm going to turn the volume up on OBS. And I'm going to play something by Robbie Burns that was provided by Hugh. And Soapy has a lovely voice, so he's going to read it to us. So quiet, please.
Okay.
An honest man here lies at rest, as our God with his image blessed.
Can't hear it.
The friend of man,
it's too
the
soft.
friend of truth, the friend
can't
of
hear James.
age and guide of
inaudible.
youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few heads with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Okay, I'm sure that would have come up through okay on YouTube.
It was very, very low.
A whisper. A whisper.
We couldn't hear it.
I think on at home it should be fine. Let me just check with them. Could you hear it at home? Everybody okay? Sorry about that. I was expecting it to come through to all you as well. I think it's just the way OBS works, but it should be okay for the viewers at home. It's on the Discord in Rosen's channel if you want to read that poem, and you can play it yourselves, of course, as you're here in Discord.
Well, it was fine on YouTube.
Fantastic, thank you. That's important. Okay, so just a nice poem and dedication to Shaun there. Dan, would you like to lead us out, please?
Okay, I will do that. And we are rolling.
Right behind you.
Sorry, ho. This is for you, Shaun.
Yeah. You would have loved this one.
Yeah, this looks amazing. Is it okay, guys, that I do record a little bit sometimes, just do some video?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. You can catch me crashing again, probably.
Shaun made high quality videos.
Oh, he did.
So back over
Incredible.
to the left and over the water as soon as you're taking off.
And about 220 knots, you're saying, yeah?
We go right or left?
20 knots in a bit also. Left.
Okay, thank you.
I have no nameplates.
Neither do I, don't worry.
Oh, sorry, I skipped the order.
Oh, there's no order. Don't worry about it.
There's lots of disorder.
There's plenty.
What is with this airplane?
With champions
What's
that
what's
does
wrong
all.
with this airplane? Something really
Probably-
wrong.
Probably nothing.
It's flying way too well. I don't like this.
You'll hate it.
You know what? I can share a fun fact with this airplane. This is the airplane that I got me before I was when I was playing on Xbox. This is the airplane that I started using Navigraph with, actually.
Oh, wow.
So this was my entry to the ecosystem. It's an amazing aircraft. I really love flying this aircraft.
Beautiful.
Like bridge. It's a bridge.
Oh, it's
pipe
beautiful.
or something.
Alrighty.
It's suspended bridge or something.
Going down. Okay.
Power cables.
Well,
Yeah.
George, as you're the expert, why am I getting the red warning on the altitude? It's gone now, but I was getting a red warning on the altitude ribbon there, because I'm quite new to the Vision Jet.
It's
Where you getting? Where is that? I don't see.
Well, I was getting a red warning. It's gone now, but right next to the altitude.
What's your altitude set at, James?
Oh, 6,000.
Yeah, that's why.
Ah.
But it's telling you you're way below what you want to be at. Well, it thinks you want to be at that.
I don't know what this TV screen thingy has really got me all discombobulated.
Too easy, isn't it?
It looks like something out of Star Wars. It looks different. There was some kind of red X on the middle of it there for a minute.
Yeah, me too. I had that, yep.
So did we say 220, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
That's the aim.
George, do you want to give people your background, if you don't mind sharing how you came to be with Navigraph, if you want to, if that's not...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I was working for the well, I've been a professional drone pilot since 2013 when I quit the force. I started to do a lot of work for Swedish TV media, like news and stuff, or in sports events. So I was working full time with my droning, and then I just been here for like 4 months. So just before, I think it was August, I saw that they wanted Navigraph wanted to hire a content creator, and I just, I've been working with, I was using this for almost a year after this, and I was like, oh my god, that would be like a dream come true. So I just sent an application through LinkedIn, and it took some time because nobody contacted me, and I thought that this is going nowhere, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna forget about it. And then suddenly they called me like 2 months after that, and we had an interview, and then we had a 3-hour-long meeting, and these people are just, amazing, and I've just been, ever since working, making videos. We have a lot of cool stuff coming out. We are going to have a cool thing announced on Tuesday.
Nice.
I've mainly been doing videos and content, and I don't know if you've seen some content, but so I'm doing I'm having the job of my life. I think this is where I'm gonna lose my teeth, and thanks, Mike.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt, George, but Dan, are you on course?
I'm following him.
Really, no.
Are you sure?
And what course is that?
Everyone seems to have split.
Follow,
I'm behind a lot of people in the valley.
Just wondered, because Dan was actually concentrating on someone else.
I'm right behind Dan, so I hope you have it.
Steve, I'm behind you. I'm just going to the valley.
Okay.
Follow Lurker, he's on point.
I can't see a valley. All I can see is name tags.
I recognise Tango Theo even when he's I can't see his name tag.
But it's flying upside down, yeah.
That was me, I just crashed.
Oh no!
I forgot to turn off crash settings.
Ah! Oh, it's a must do.
I'll be back up.
Better be real careful then.
Okay.
That red ribbon
just
on the altitude is actually traffic avoidance. It's telling you what altitude to go to avoid another aircraft.
I've noticed that, yeah. I've just noticed. But so how many of you are using Navigraph at the moment? I know we have quite a few in the Discord, just to give us all an idea, really.
Yes, sir.
You are, yep.
Yes, sir.
Not me. Xbox, eh?
Yeah.
Also quite regularly.
Yep, I'm using it.
I'm back in action.
It's wonderful in this aircraft as well.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, very useful.
Really good.
Yeah, you can just...
I use it too.
I used to love and sit in envy watching Shaun, sort of touching off his touch screens and flicking and looking all extremely controlled and relaxed, whilst I was pedaling away like a rabid ferret, trying to get this aircraft under control. And in fact, now I'm better, shall we say.
It's like watching Data from Star Trek and you watch him on the screen.
Watching Shaun, yeah.
Just everything was just like instant. Oh my god.
Very good. And not only that, but the thing that always impressed me about him was his piloting. He was silky smooth.
Yeah.
Absolutely silky smooth. And when everybody else was going up and down, bouncing off the airfields and God knows what else, in he came, and sometimes you wondered whether his wheels were rotating because he hit the ground so gently.
I've never seen him bin it. I've never saw him bin it once.
Very good.
Yeah, even on the group flights, he made every landing look easy.
Yeah, quite.
And recording as well at the same time. Quite incredible.
Yeah. And you know, with his external camera work as
yes,
well.
I was about to say.
Whilst he's flying, although he did have the autopilot to help in that regard, but even so, you've got to keep your wits about you when that's happening.
And he was still silky smooth with his
Yeah.
video work as well, wasn't he? So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Still can't control the drone camera, no chance.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah.
Alex, is that you on my right wing?
Yes. Sorry for crashing into you.
No, all good.
I'm trying to catch up to Ferguson, but he's just too fast.
I would actually love to see his face if he could see me flying this thing.
Don't worry, it's got a big grin across it, don't you worry.
He'd be laughing and pointing at me.
He's loving it tonight, yeah.
that drone camera will be out full time with what's what today with this. Going through everybody's plane, I think.
There's only one thing annoying me at the moment, and that's that my warning captions keeps telling me there's traffic in the area.
Yeah, I've got the same thing.
Look over to your right.
How do you turn that off, by the way? There must be a setting in the Vision Jet.
Yeah, you can smack into a mountainside. That usually does it to me.
Well, then you probably never hear it then.
Time.
I think you can actually you can go to yeah, sorry, you can do that. So
traffic settings, and then put it down to alt reporting. It'll turn off all the traffic display, and it will stop you getting the alerts.
Okay, I'll remember that one. I'm not going to do it now, but I'll remember it.
I've got my traffic map on the PFD at the moment, and it's got vector leaders on them. It's covered in green.
So also for those who are on Xbox, it tends to on group flights be a bit of a performance drag when you've got that enabled. So it's a good idea to turn it off on Xbox if you're not, if you're in a big group like this.
I'm going to go to Nav, guys, because I want to get a hold of the YouTube chat just to see who's there.
So from this point on, as you cross over the lake, if you get to 3,000 foot, stick it on the autopilot, then that's sort of the the tight valley flying over.
How am I going to get to explain this airplane to me?
What do you need,
right
Brian?
now? No, I just mean in general. I mean, normally I would have gone right to Shaun.
Anytime you like. I can help.
I mean, in my opinion, this is one of the best aircrafts in the game. I mean, you have this, you have the Kodik, you have the Kodik 100 and the TBM
850. Yep. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, Shaun kept saying to us all, "Get it, it's brilliant." He kept showing us, and I just never got it till yesterday.
It's wonderful. Well, I found that whenever Shaun said, "This aircraft's great, get it," I usually did, and I was never disappointed. Never. I mean, his recommendations were fantastic.
Yeah. He tipped me off with the black wing.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
So, chaps, just say hello to people in chat, YouTube chat. So, Polar Bear, how you doing, my friend? TPHI, are you not with us? You must be usually with us. TPHI, Nismo, hello, Mr. Welsh Aviation. It's on the Discord. I can't share a flight plan on the chat, I'm afraid. But if you go to Discord, you'll find the flight plan. Whilst we have George in the group, are there any questions from the people flying about Navigraph? You must have thoughts and concerns. Just let them go, guys. Politely, please.
No concerns, right? Everything is perfect.
You're a creep.
The only thing that I've got, but actually they're looking at it on the support thing, is having the plan on the world view model, because that's pretty important, you know, in the sense if you're looking at the world view to get your situational awareness generally and geographically, you suddenly lose where you're going, and that would be very useful, like the map display in the aircraft, you know. But as I say, I think they're looking at that.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to support questions, we tend to, because we have developers that are in other time zones, and it's easier for them to answer your questions than it is for me, 100%.
Yeah, they have done. Don't worry, Jorge. I'm just mentioning that, and the response that I got was fantastic, very quick.
Oh, nice. I'm happy.
Very sympathetic, so no complaints there at all.
Perfect. Otherwise, I will slap them in the face next time I see them. I'm just kidding. You know what? This is, and I'm not being biased. I mean, I've been, like I said in the introduction, I'm like 50 years old, and I've been working for several companies, and I've done a lot of stuff in my life, and I feel that the people at Navigwell, it's like a family of people with so much competence. They do, and it's like and love for the aviation. So that was my first thought after like a couple of months there. It's like people here really love what they're doing, working with what they're doing. Yeah.
How many? How many real pilots do they have, or
we have
with consulting pilots sort of thing?
Oh, we have Andy, that is the community manager. He's a 737 pilot. He's a Norwegian pilot, and
wow.
And we have, I mean, a lot of people in the family have the PPL, so they know how to fly. And I think we had, I think 3 people with a commercial pilot license. I think it is 2 or 3 people with commercial pilot license, and they're all working full time at Navigwell. So, and there are, beyond being a person that, has so much knowledge in what we are doing, also amazing people.
Yeah.
That take the time and are really, really thorough. I mean, when I'm making videos, it's like sometimes I need to, when I'm getting feedback, it's like, but you're talking about that you go into this place in the video, you need to have the right altitude, and you need to have, everything in the system. So it's very thorough. It's like super cool. Actually.
Yeah, that's important, I think. That that the realism is all, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah, I know, Peter. Yeah, go ahead.
My fucking, it blew up. Big flash came out.
Oh, whoa! It went bang.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened?
Oh, sorry. His Xbox gone bang.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Yes, I'm talking to you on my mobile phone.
Oh.
I'm currently fighting the rotor axis on my joystick. It refuses to work.
What's happening with you all? You're all falling apart. Come on.
I'm trying to form up on you.
By the way, chaps, talking about Navigraph, I've got the first airport open on my charts. If you want the code to do an ILS landing, it's 108.70. And I think the course is automatic with Vision Jet, but the course is 262. Did you get that?
The flight plan will line you up onto the initial approach fix for the ILS.
Oh, nice.
Bold of you to assume I even did a flight plan.
I didn't get a chance to load the flight plan, so I'm just going to follow you guys.
Yeah, same here.
Make sure you're following the right guy.
I'm following you, David.
No, I'm following you.
I would say that is what we call in the good old land of Scotland a hostage to fortune.
So George, George, as a new guest, I'm afraid you're going to have to sing a song. It's a tradition with our flights. So.
Everybody does it.
You know, it's funny because the only songs I sing right now are like lullabies because I just became a father for the 3rd time.
Oh, well done!
Hey.
Congratulations.
Have you found out what's doing it?
So you didn't learn your lesson the first 2 times?
Have you found out how it's happening, Jorge?
I was 44 when I
What do you mean? What's happening?
No, I'm saying, did you find out what's causing it?
Yeah, I'm sure
the making baby stuff.
Yeah. I never
no, actually.
I never worked that out. Tunzi tells us it's got something to do with close proximity with carbonates.
Yeah. It only happens in your teenage years, incidentally.
Yeah, we've heard that one.
I always watch for cows first.
Don't worry about your lullabies, George, because even if whatever Sophie sings, it sends us to sleep more than any lullaby.
Right, David, get your revenge. Sing us a song, my friend. Go on, we're all in flight form.
I did before you arrived.
Oh, well, sing it again.
I sang the Northern Lights.
Yeah, we already had our obligatory.
Yes, I heard that. Yeah, that sounded amazing. Yeah,
that was at 5 o'clock. Yeah. Come on, Sophie.
At 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me! Fisher just donated $50. Well, listen, Fisher, I'm going to give some of that. Once you find out the details of Shaun's family, I'll be giving some of that over. Thank you very much. I've never had a donation like that. Thank you very much, sir. But that will be going, part of that, if you don't mind, will be going to Shaun's family. In some way, one form or another.
It's really your day to sing, James.
Yippee! I can't sing at the moment.
That's why it's your day to sing.
Okay, Rockabye Baby. Now, let's think. No, honestly, you don't want to hear me sing. The stream will be over within seconds.
No, I'm putting you on the spot like you're doing it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear you sing, James. Come on.
Sorry, it's Fisher, not Fisher. Fisher, apologies, but thank you very much. That's just incredible.
Come on, James, come on.
Oh, rock-a-bye baby on a treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle... I can't remember the words. Welcome, baby, cradle and all. There we are. That's my singing for tonight. You didn't want to hear that.
James,
yes.
you have a good voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Right.
You have a crooner's voice.
Yeah,
really?
Very good.
Crooner, yeah, little gooner.
Fantastic.
Jorge, we were just thinking that something Chilean would be good. You know, like a Merlot.
Chilean.
Oh, Chilean, like a Merlot.
Some Norwegian
You know what? I haven't been in Chile since I was 12. So it's been a long time. I don't know if I remember. I don't think I even remember the national song.
We are landing at the airport here, by the way. So I want to get your speed down, flaps in.
Okay.
Is this going to be
what is the name of the guy that just said something about the landing? Because you sound, I need to tell you this, you sound just like Gary Neville.
Oh.
Have you heard that?
There was
the footballer, yeah. Footballer, yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
So what's speed for flaps and landing gear on this?
And that was a compliment, It was not nothing negative.
180 is what I do, 180 flaps in. You can get gear down, I think it's 220 on this.
Really?
Wow. There's a notice just above the lever there, Brian. if you look on the dash, there's a link.
I'm in VR and I'm not wearing my lenses.
Right.
Dan, is this a full stop landing?
Full stop landing.
Full stop landing, great.
And so, it's a long runway. So if you pull off the first taxiway, if you slow down enough in time, I'll congregate there, and then we'll pull back out onto the runway for intersection takeoff from halfway down the runway.
Okay. So, a couple of people more in chat there. We've got OG Duffy, the great sort of retro streamer. Welcome, Duffy. And we got Klaus. How you doing, my friend? And of course, Al Fisher with that awesome donation. Incredible.
It's 110 knot approach speed in this.
100 ref. Yeah, 100 ref, I think, roughly. Isn't it?
Yeah, 110 approach, 100 ref.
I'll come in, we'll have a bloody well speed I like.
Right, lad.
We'll get Jorge talking with a Yorkshire accent by the time the flight's over. Typical bloody Yorkshireman.
George, my grandfather's from Santiago.
Ah, nice. I was that's actually where I was born, in Santiago. So
very nice.
I thought with that mixed accent, you were a Yorkshireman, boy.
No.
Okay.
He's got to have his
I have family. It's funny because I have family in Coventry.
Oh, wow.
That's not
yeah.
far away.
What are they sent there?
Sorry?
He wouldn't get it, Toby.
Do you...
That's an in-joke. When you're sent to Coventry...
okay.
Do you know the original meaning behind that, David, by chance?
No.
Oh, I believe it was bombed out during the war, so it was just flattened. So something like if you're sent to Coventry, it was a bad, it was a bad do, basically.
Oh, I see. Right.
I believe so. It's absolutely.
Crash one time.
Could be wrong, but I think so. Did you crash, Tango?
Yeah, I heard about a plane crash in Coventry.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I don't know.
Trying to.
I just had someone fly at me head on.
Oh, I can't see the runway. Too many names. Get off the runway.
Just aim and hope. Aim and hope. That's all you can do.
That's incredible.
Who's aim and hope?
It's a beautiful array of green and blue lights coming in like this. It's amazing to watch, to be fair.
It is actually. It's really beautiful. Imagine this at night. That would be even better.
Oh,
like sunset kind of like, yeah.
So James, you did ask us to fill our glasses at the beginning of the flight, and I'm at 2 doubles in now. I'm still, Are you gonna ask me to still fly after this, or what are you gonna do?
Oh, we've not even started that part. So guys, grab your glasses.
Let me fill my glass.
I'm just touching down if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm in finals now, so I can't even do.
We have an A320neo invading us.
I see that. This looks amazing, guys.
It does. Mike, I'm catching you coming in. I'm catching a lot of people who I can't see the name off. Rennie, Mr. Rennie, well done, my friend.
I've got a lovely double wood from the Bellina Hinge which is a part of the connoisseur section, and it was soaked in Madeira cast finish. So that's what I'm setting up in tonight.
What was the first name?
So it's from the Hinge distillery.
Right.
Which is Ballina Hinge, County Down, and this is a 5-year-old. It's called Double
It's
Wood.
Irish. It's Irish.
In the west of
Irish.
Ireland.
Yeah. Well, I've stopped listening now.
Oh, that's not my problem. I'm sorry.
It was Scottish. It was different.
I never deal in sacrilege.
Oh, yeah, heathen.
We go again with our first world problems.
I am the first one.
We taxiing back to the same end what we landed on?
That's the plan.
So, chaps,
intersection takeoff.
Great.
Is plenty.
There's a lot watching. There's quite a lot watching on YouTube. If you want to ask questions about Navigraph, George is in the chat, or you want to relay your own comments on Navigraph, do polite, please, of course.
Yeah, good comments only.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Remember, we pay for that. No, just kidding.
Or George will slap you.
Yeah, I know. No, but I mean, this is like we are actually feeling our way here in the community like this. This is I mean, we had I think we had a community flight that actually Andy and Malin did, my colleagues, but it's very time consuming and it takes a lot of effort. So we are going to start doing this a little bit more, and that's the plan, and just get to know you guys and you know, have somehow get ideas from you guys and just, you know, hear it directly here, and so I can bring stuff with me to the office on tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic.
That's nice.
That's fantastic. Is everyone landed now? Can't see anyone still coming in, but
I think so. I think so.
I think everyone's down at this point. I think everyone's down.
There's an F-35 going across. I'm not worried about him. There's one more Vision coming in. But yeah, that's pretty much everybody down.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
So, go up to roughly 12,000 foot is what I'd say for the next point, next one. We've got this lake's open to sea, and it will line up for an approach for the next airport, which will be a touch and go. So it's up to 12,000 foot until the next waypoint, and then down to 2,000 foot after that.
Cool. Wow. Okay.
There is a hovering King Air.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Look
Don't
at
worry
me.
about it.
Yeah, I got the scenery here, so that might be the case.
So, do you want to lead us out again then, Dan?
I'm actually enjoying this airplane. A little too easy, but I'm enjoying it.
It's a lovely aircraft.
It's always good.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about that gun. Your PC will crash in a minute, so it's fine.
Well, it's still better than it normally has, isn't it? With not being on South East earlier, so that's something.
Yeah.
Right. Mine should crash. I've just rolled back an NVIDIA driver.
So I'm gonna head out, chaps, and follow the course. See you when you get there.
I'm just waiting for my joystick to force me like straight into the ground.
Oh.
You know what? You need to check your
settings.
Say again?
Yeah.
Trim settings is used to.
Yeah, your trim needs to be on 5 or 6, so you can like easily take off without even actually pulling the joke back.
More so than my rudder axis. I don't know what's wrong.
Ah,
It
rudder.
keeps, yeah, it keeps randomly twitching. To get a replacement eventually.
Are you all coming? Oh, Dan's ahead there.
Got a joystick attached.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're following James.
Okay.
Come on, follow the leader.
Yeah, if you look on the MFD, you'll see there's the trim indicator there, just on the left, next to the gear, and the takeoff there. I've got mine on at the moment. It's about 6 degrees. Yeah.
There.
Wait, hold on, check mine.
Can you see it on the right? Right.
Where is
screen?
On the right screen.
The
My
MFD
trim is. My pitch trim is
yeah.
3 degrees.
Got it? Yeah. Well, if you put it in the green there, you'll find it. That's about 6. That's where it should be for takeoff.
Yeah,
Okay,
5
now.
That's
Thanks, Dave. Perfect.
I'm zipping ahead again. Sorry, I'll slow down. I apologise.
Okay.
I've lost you.
No problem. James, last flight, you or somebody will mention about the haptic seat I was trying for the first time.
Oh yeah.
So I started the flight without it, and immediately it just wasn't right. And I just switched it on, and it's all comfort again. It's amazing how much you miss it when it's not there, and when it's there, it's like okay, it's comforting and it does a few bits. But once you fly without it, it doesn't feel right.
I said it. It feels sterile, doesn't it, without it?
It does, yeah. It did, yeah.
It feels
interesting.
It feels a bit like a Parisian's nose.
Yeah, absolutely.
wetter and warm.
You might get that story a little later on, you might not though. It's an after 8 o'clock job, I think, that one.
So, George, what are these little... Because George, you said you know these parts. What are these little lands beneath us? Like are they little rocks and things beneath us?
Hold on.
I'm probably
just like trying to get my plane going to go the right way here. There's nothing.
These are the floating islands.
Is this?
Yeah, it's islands. It's islands. Small islands. It's just like in Sweden. They have the archipelago. This is like, what is it called?
Archipelagos.
Archipelago. Yeah.
Archipelago.
Yeah. This is what it is. And let's see. We are right now. There you are. Okay, I'm just gonna check.
I need to climb more.
So we said 10,000 feet, right?
12,000, I think. Yeah.
12,000, but I mean, yeah, you know.
He said roughly anything from 6 to 18.
Yeah. If you take it up too high, then the problem is that you then have to come down at like about 4 or 5 degree glide to you know to make the airport. So 12,000 at the next waypoint gives about a 3.3 degree glide.
Oh, 3.3. Are you sure that's right, though? Are you sure 3.3 is right? You know,
well,
I get worried about the 0.3 there.
I know. I mean, if you're very worried, then.
If it's inches, Soapy, then yes, you should do.
I think you're assuming. I think you're assuming more control than some of us are capable of.
Gunner, you see the point of this aircraft now.
I'm assuming that. So one thing in this aircraft, and anything with the Garmin, well, the G35 or even the G1000, is you can put altitude constraints in, and then once you get up to altitude, you can just put your altitude down to the next constraint, and then hit the VNAV key, and provided you've put everything in properly, then it will drop you down to the next altitude. You do, if you've got multiple altitudes along the route like I've got this flight, you need to click on the if we waypoints crossed out, click on it and VNAV directs to.
What's our heading supposed to be right now? Because I just lost everybody. I can't see anybody.
I'm heading 250.
25. Yeah, 251.
Okay.
We're heading to Low War is the next waypoint. LAW. Lima Oscar Lima Alpha Whiskey, I think.
Oh, James.
Yeah.
I think I misled you earlier on. That red strip that you were looking at could be the traffic.
Yeah, someone told me about half an hour ago, but thanks, David.
And just tip for a Concorde, boys. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Scared now.
Oh, you all just popped back in. You can see everybody now.
Yeah, we were hiding behind the cloud, trying to fool you. Oh wow, look at the left, look at the islands and the sun, look at that sunset.
Yeah, this looks
my islands in the sun.
That is stunning, man.
This is what I said about this time of year and this time of day.
Yeah, beautiful.
You might not be able to see what you're doing, but you know, it will look good while you can't see what you're doing.
Which hour we should put ourselves?
Time-wise, we should be on currently about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 12:04 UTC, I think, aren't we?
Yep, that's roughly the time I'm at.
Yeah.
About midday UTC, and the sun is not quite at the horizon, but that looks.
It's stellar.
It's quite moving.
Stunning.
Yeah.
We got live weather in
Steve. Yeah. No, I just put a few clouds to make it a little.
Live weather's nice.
Is it clear?
Really clear.
Yeah.
With wide weather.
With the snow as well.
Good.
When I was flying this before, I was quite variable with the winds, and there can be some quite strong winds, and when you've got different landing directions, it could be quite interesting.
I like my clouds.
I like interesting.
I like me all bloody clouds, I like it.
Yeah, we had a 7-wind tailwind or so before. Works.
Yeah.
And it gets warmer now. Interesting. We started at -25. Now it's -20 here.
Oh,
Right. Is Dan towing you? Because your aircraft are flying like they've got a 60-foot rope between them. You're just not moving at all. Oh, now you are. Okay, now you are. You look like you're on tow for a minute. Now you can.
How's that? A glider tower to 12,000 feet.
Who's in the Concorde? Is that Mr. Welsh Aviation, I believe? It's just putting a Concorde.
Yes, it is. It is.
Wow.
Concorde?
Yeah, there's a Concorde.
Oh, he's off to my right wing.
Yeah, something going too.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's going to be interesting on some of these ones.
Hey guys, I'm way behind everybody and I'm looking up.
I just realized I'm at 14,000 feet.
You're not that far behind, Gunnar.
I'm way behind everybody and I'm looking up ahead of me and I'm looking at all these vision jets and it's kind of nice.
Yeah, mesmerizing.
Yeah, isn't it? You'll see now what the point of this aircraft, Gunnar, is this.
No, I mean it's just kind of nice that everybody, that most people are flying them.
Yeah,
those that could.
In honour of Shaun, that was easily his favourite aircraft, wasn't it? Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see why. Definitely see why.
Symbiotic relationship with that aircraft. It's pretty much.
Steve forced me to do it, though. That's my excuse. Steve forced it on me.
Yeah.
Symbiotic, Steve. I thought that was only cars.
Yeah. I don't know what that meant. It was just on the toilet paper word of the day.
Okay, right. Oh, antibiotic. I see.
I think it's something to do with yogurt or something.
Yeah. I don't wipe my bum with yogurt.
I don't see it anymore.
We had to go there.
Okay, thank you for watching.
There's even a P-40 with us.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah.
So Dan, when do we need to descend? What point?
When you start turning, as I've just started turning at low law, then yeah, dial in 2,000 foot for the
2,000.
next waypoint.
Okay.
And if you dial in the descent speed for 3.3 degree angle of descent, you'll be fine.
3.333 recurring.
Yeah, well, only recurring for 6 decimal places.
Yeah, it is 3.33 recurring. You after that.
I'm still trying to get down from 15,000 feet.
Dan, right, back, but what happened?
Oh, what's happening, Blue Boy?
Brian, you've got an auto throttle there, which is quite useful.
Huh? I'll tell you what. One of these days coming up, I'll fly with you and you can teach me this thing. Cause, yeah.
Of course. Yeah. There's lots of stuff there that's useful.
Yeah, I think we need to have a group flight.
And when the B-52 comes out, which is coming out, and I'm supposed to be working on it, then I'll teach you that.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds good, yeah.
God, I shouldn't put my foot in it again, but have I done something to offend people? You're over there, and I'm over here. What's happening? You're well... I'm following the course.
You ran away from us. You're really far away. Hello, Dan.
Group vote while you weren't listening. It's a mutiny. You're fine.
Right. Look at that. Viewers at home, look at this. They're all ganging up. Away from me. Oh, you stay over there then.
The Lancaster bombers going to be released.
Oh, he's run away from the hill.
Yeah, I'm having some issues here with my PC.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried a Webley 45?
What is that? What is that?
Webley 45. That's a handgun.
No.
Well, you can put a photo. Usually you can get the hard drives now because they're on the board and the CPU at the same time.
No, it's not how you
If it would work after that, it couldn't be fixed after.
Yeah. Well, that's right. So it can't be fixed. So you have to buy a new one, and then that one's working. You see? That's how it goes.
No way. I know you mentioned your history. It's similar to mine, so we just send a loitering munition over his house.
Yeah.
There's everyone.
I tell you what, I'm flying out tomorrow with EasyJet towards the Canary Islands.
It
took me 2 hours to log into their bloody app. 2 hours.
You'll get charged 600 quid when you get there for not doing it properly.
I know.
So don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that happened last time. Yeah.
Wow.
It's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing now. I use a password manager for everything, and of course they don't allow a password manager. Now, the good thing about a password manager is it has pretty obscure passwords. Unfortunately, when they ask you to put them in manually,
yeah,
it's a bit difficult.
32 characters, you know, with symbols and everything. Try doing that on with an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Sophie's still trying to use a Nokia 3210, isn't he?
You know what I did? What I bought when I was playing on Xbox? I bought a lap board. Have you heard about that? It's like a keyboard and a mouse mat in the same.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool, and I mean I mean flying with an Xbox it becomes so much easier then.
Oh yeah, trying to fly with an Xbox without a keyboard and some sort of mouse.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's madness territory.
Yeah. Well, I'm surrounded with two mice, a laptop, a keyboard, an Xbox controller, a yoke, a HOTAS, a pedal.
Cat.
I play on PC from my recliner.
You like trying that, Dan?
Look at that picture. Look at that picture, people at home. I'm just going to chat to you for a bit while they chatter on. Isn't that an incredible sight? It takes a while for you to catch up to me, but look at all that. It's beautiful around here. You've got to try this one. This is the World Update 15, by the way.
Waypoint RS404, waypoint not found. We're hanging a right, so that will line us up for the runway at Rost, which is sort of the island directly in front of you after you straightened out.
Dan, that 2,000 feet would have crashed me right into this mountain here. Are you trying to set me up by chance? I just have to put it on altitude mode there.
You should be over the sea, James.
I've had to change it to altitude hold. That was close.
All right. Where are you, James?
I'm following the course. Hopefully it's the same course.
Jorge's promised us all a year's subscription to Navigraph if we've been
Nothing to do with Navigraph. Say again?
Have you loaded last week's flight plan up?
Possibly. Okay, well that could explain things, couldn't it? I can still see you all, so...
you know where all those gamer tags are, James? That's where we are.
I'm following roughly. When's the next landing, Dan? What's the next landing called?
It's the next landing is at Rost Airport, which is
ENRS. Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah.
That's a touch and go, which this path should line you up for. So it should be 2,000 foot at RS404, 1,800 at RS403. And then it's, normal sort of glide path down to the runway.
Okay.
Do you mean 405? 404 and 405?
404 and 403.
Well, it says 404 and 405 in my plan.
Sophie?
Yep.
Would you mind, is it possible to have a group fight? Maybe a group fight next week with like a training session that James used to do, where we go over on the. Can you give us a Rosen night next weekend?
On what?
On here, on this, on the Vision.
Oh, I won't be here.
Go over the basics.
I'll only have my phone in Arrecife, but I won't be able to do.
Of course you're on holiday. Yeah, that's no excuse. Just can't. I mean, you go with the EasyJet.
Later, yes, but I mean, I have.
No, let's wait.
Yeah, okay.
This way. I mean, I wouldn't want to disturb your sleep in the airport anyway for the week. So.
Right. Yes. Don't even joke about it, mate.
The good thing that statistically, EasyJet is the safest low-cost carrier because they actually have extra emergency exits on their wings, on the A319s and the A320s.
Huh.
So because of that, they are actually deemed one of the safest low-cost carriers.
Yeah, but don't be fooled. That's for getting the drunkards off early.
They're padlocked.
I'm sorry.
I have airport in sight.
The class of ticket that Sophie's got only entitles him to sit on the outside of the aircraft.
Behind.
Yeah, doesn't get on the wing somewhere.
This is touch and go at about 19 foot or something. It's just above sea level.
Yeah.
Touch and go.
Then after landing, it's back up to 3,000 foot.
Are you sure 3,000, Dan? You're not going to crash into another mine? Go on, I trust you.
There's no mountains above 1,000 foot anywhere near it. James,
Okay.
so I do not know. Have you reset your barometer?
Yeah.
He's very far ahead of us. He's like much further in.
James was about 50 miles off my right wing last time I looked.
I'm trying to keep. I'm just about to touch and go. I think I'll touch down and land because I want to catch you landing because I'm well ahead. So that'll be fair.
You should stop for a little bit. Wait for us to come up.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he is all landing. No problem there.
I'm gonna do a touch and go here at 200 knots. This will end very well.
Yeah, I've got to slow down.
Hey, Dan, I do wish these flight leaders would stop using terms like touch and go on landing, because that always makes me nervous.
Stop.
That's a terrible landing. Goodness me, sorry chaps at home.
So a couple of these airports are quite interesting because they've got what's known as a pulsating VASI, which is not very common. So if it's flashing white, you're too high. If it's red, you're too low. If it's flashing red, you're going to die. And if it's white, you're probably going to be okay. So
very dark on the ground.
If it's black, you've already gone.
So ignore that when I took my eyes off the screen for a moment. That's my excuse.
Alright, back up in the air.
I know.
So can anybody hear me?
Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep. Are you guys coming in for your touch and goes? Have you been already?
No.
Okay, good.
No, you're very far ahead of us.
Oh.
Remember.
You're on the wrong
Apologies.
James.
you're the wrong guy.
It's alright, I've stopped. I'm going to record you all,
We're not using
basically.
Navigo charts now.
You're okay.
Well, I'm landed, so I'm catching you all coming in, hopefully.
Okay,
No,
well, we knew you were doing that.
Oh my god, yeah.
James, I think you're on the wrong island.
Sure he is.
No, it's the right airport.
That's very unkind.
It's our next
No,
airport, James, so you're
that's our
correct,
next
but you're
airport.
just ahead of us.
Oh.
I couldn't find the Romeo Sierra. It's
Oh,
the
did
one
I?
we
So
like.
you
Just gonna go
get the
have a
cat-
go
just
around
get
here.
the kettle on, James, and we'll be there in a minute.
What's going on tonight? Did I miss an airport?
You've just run
Yes,
out of
you
fuel,
did.
James, unfortunately.
The viewers at home, we're sorry to disappoint.
Well, sorry, people at home. We're going to be sat here for a few minutes, but it's a nice place, isn't it?
I know it's
Blame it on
ironic,
friends. He's had
but
two
there's
double scotches.
somebody we all know would be very disappointed in us, wouldn't he?
Sean would be.
Sean, we're so sorry.
He's probably laughing his head off now, thinking, "Yeah, that's typical."
He's so disappointed with us. Inside, he'd be,
I mean,
see them, get it together, you bunch of ass.
What are you doing? What are you like?
Yeah, God's sake, I taught half of you how to do it.
Some people are just unteachable, aren't they? So.
Yeah, that's me. You're talking
Mr.
about me
Walsh
there.
Aviation, you're not going to make this one in our Concorde.
In due respect, I'm sorry, Rosen had he had a lot of time. He would repeat himself timelessly without raising his temper. Honestly, I don't know how he did it.
Great restraint.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely great restraint. Because dealing with someone like me, I mean, I'm quite impossible. So, he explained things you know, until the light bulb went on. And, you know, he would never raise his pitch or anything like that. He would just remain absolutely calm and max respect to him.
Shaun was one of those guys that could shout at you without raising his voice.
Yeah.
Steve and I are one of those, or two of those guys that can shout at you while raising our voice.
I've never heard you shout.
I think, wow, well, you know, I run people off the Discord.
Gunnar, I think we've had private conversations with just, maybe it's just the messages.
Interestingly enough,
he could let rip.
Steve,
Sean could let rip in the private messages, definitely.
So, I met Steve by having a big argument with him on the Discord.
Oh yeah.
About Christmas decorations.
That's why it's called Discord.
Steve.
Yeah.
So
that's how
this island, for those of you, when you get to after you've turned at Lol No waypoint, what a waypoint name, eh? You'll see there's an island just off your right wing, and if you look back to it as you pass it, you'll see what looks like a runway, although it's not marked on flights, but it's a runway, and that is the remains of Vairoy Airport, ICO code ENVY, ENVY, and that has a distinction of being the shortest airport in commercial operation in Europe, which opened in 1986 and closed in 1990. And after it closed due to the loss of a twin otter, it was bought up by a local company, and the buildings were used as a chocolate factory for a year or two until the chocolate factory burnt down. So,
wow.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, a plane went off the runway and hit it. Yeah.
Yeah. But you could quite clearly see the runway a couple of miles after Henry. It's very clear. Yeah, I've landed on it in a kickbox. It's very, very bumpy.
We should land there for the crack.
I was playing with a friend. I said, "Looks like a runway," and it's like, it looks like maybe it's closed runway. It looks like something that they fly twin otters out of. But it looks in a bit of a dodgy position, like over the Atlantic. Maybe they closed it, and then looked it up on Wikipedia, and found out completely right. So, it was an airport which opened due to more to political pressure rather than actual aviation safety concerns, and they just got far too much wind from the wrong directions there, so it just became very, very hard to use.
Got that this evening.
And James is on the run. It's taken off again.
Yeah, I'm coming towards you. I did land at the wrong airport. What is going on? My apologies.
You're at the wrong airport.
To that airport now, James.
Don't let that happen tomorrow, David.
Yes. Put it down.
Right, I can see you all. I'm heading straight towards you. That's okay.
Full
speed.
Nickname, wrong way, James.
Clearly there was no magnetic duck turds for you to get a right direction.
No, that's right, yes. Poor George is thinking, what's going on tonight?
So it's important to keep at least 3,000 foot altitude as where you head over this series of islands, I think. You stay at 3,000 foot until we get to waypoint
GMEV, Uniform Golf Mike Echo Victor. These screens are great.
Very good.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
This is absolutely stunning.
So chaps, just as Brennan's did there, he mentioned a good story about Rosen. Does anybody else have good, nice stories to share about Rosen's kindness or what he did for people? Because he did quite a lot, didn't he?
Yes, he cost lots of money buying 3D printers and stuff like that.
He put up with me. I can't think of higher praise than the fact that he put up with me.
And me. He was very knowledgeable with Norby Flight. and gave me some good pointers.
Yeah.
Which started my 3D printing hobby, which I haven't stopped since. So there you go. Thank you very much.
I don't think there was a single question that I asked him which he either didn't immediately have the answer for, or he came back within about half an hour and told me it. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he tolerated me and didn't make me feel like an idiot. That's the best I can ask. He was my friend and he tolerated me.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Same here, yeah.
Yeah, I remember his first messages saying that, I've got this interest. He was showing me designs. I said, send something through, and I just thought, right, this guy needs his own channel. His inventions were just like, yep, you've got your own channel, mate.
I think he sent units across to people, isn't he? He sent units, people were talking, and he sent complete units across to people.
Yeah.
That he's made.
Yeah. Incredible guy.
Genius.
He watched me in the airport when I first joined Huddleston's Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, he watched me in Liverpool airport in a terrible, terrible storm. He did it on me. I'd never forget that. Never. Never
nice.
forget.
I remember that, I think.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
I think you were with him, Steve. I
do remember, because we were trying to fly, and he was trying to get me down an ILS. We were either in this or the Honda jet, one of the two. It was the Honda jet, wasn't it?
I think you were right, yeah. I think you were there, too.
I remember we did a flight with Steve, Shaun, myself, and I think Tony Dark Zero, where he was showing us around the area where he grew up and where he lived in England. We were all flying Spitfires.
Derby, we went across Derby, across Leicester.
Yep, you were there. No, you were.
I loved the Spitfire as well.
You did, didn't you? Until I got down. Yep.
Dan, so this airport, is it...
My rudder axis, it is stuck to the left now.
Dan, there's an airport coming up. Is it a full stop?
He's getting his cake delivery.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's full stop in the plan.
Could be a good idea. A full stop, and you can get a drink or something.
Doing a Rosen's birthday, like I'm thinking maybe in future, like on his birthday or close to it, we do a group flight in ode of him as a way to commemorate his birth, and his birth lives on. I don't have his date of birth, so whoever knows all that information, that'd be great. Maybe do that on an annual basis, just to commemorate the man that we've lost.
Yeah, quite.
Right. Well, I'm just glad that I'm still here on this planet, because if it would have been me, we wouldn't be having this flight, because nobody would care.
Well,
I think we'd all remember.
Oh, there goes that damned American.
That's not true, Brian. I mean, I would care. I would. It wouldn't be a lot, but I would care.
Oh, just a little bit.
I guess
my rudder axis has successfully been.
You'd drink a cheap beer in my memory.
Yeah, you might see my bottom lip quiver just a bit.
Yeah, well, I fooled. I just wish Shaun would have fooled them too.
The other thing I liked about, I mean, when he first what helped me, I had great difficulty with the bandwidth of just picking up a new PC, a new operating system, a new flight simulator, new control.
Oh, I remember all of that.
Yeah, knew everything. And what he was doing, he was jumping for. He said, "Well, what do? Is you press that, I'll get across the other side." He said, "Come on, keep it." And I said, "I just don't have the bandwidth, Shaun." He says, "You will do. Come on, keep going, keep going." He was very good.
He had I remember when you first came in with those flights, and he was so patient with you. Honestly.
Yeah, he was.
I would have had to smack you.
Yeah, I know. And I would have taken my trousers down for you, Brian.
Okay. I might
Right.
even give you a reach around.
I think the takeaway with Shaun, whenever you flew with Shaun, he just had a very calm demeanour, didn't he? You could spend hours just
Yes, he did.
flying with the
He
chap.
did.
Very calm.
Hi guys.
Hello.
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 Yeah, I've lost internet, so that's why I've gone.
Oh, you're on
I'm trying to catch up to everybody.
I'm on
going through
mobile,
everything
yeah.
else.
Yeah. Is everyone sort of approaching ENLK now?
Yeah, that's where I was before, yeah.
believe so.
Yeah,
We are, yeah.
yeah, we're on the good.
We're just at the waypoint on the turn.
Yeah, maybe a bio break time, and hopefully I'll get on within the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's have a 5
Right.
minutes. Let's have a 10 minutes.
Break sounds good.
Yeah.
We've got to find
Sorry
a
about
way
that,
to
Here anyway.
drop down.
Yeah, the degree to which people accept that a break time is directly proportional to their age.
Exactly.
So that's about 7 years for you, then, David, is it?
Absolutely. A few years for me.
Oh, you're not that old, David. You sound quite young, actually. But
He was there when they parted the Red Sea. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He was the
Did it with a
beast.
comb. They did it with a comb.
My
They
traffic
did.
map keeps popping up. I keep turning it off and it just pops up on its own. That's just rude.
You what?
No, my traffic map. I keep turning it off and then 3 seconds later it comes on and went, no.
Have you got it mapped or
Well,
something?
let's try and do a better landing this
No.
time.
Maybe it's kind of like a safety feature. I don't know.
Maybe Shaun is
Very
messing with
possible.
you.
Yeah, maybe Shaun's there.
Leave that on, Steve. Leave it on, you need it. Oh,
He's-
mate, I want to leave it to stay on there.
I think Shaun's
you know-
laughing at you, Steve. He's poking buttons while you got your headset
He
on.
is. Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's got a voodoo PC on his lap, and he's sticking hardware into it.
Yeah, be careful with this runway, people, because it's a bit difficult.
We can land. We can do it. We can do it. Someone's in front of me coming in. Hudson, that's
better.
you.
Quarter of it. Not
Oh,
more.
it's easy. Come on, experienced people like us. and
Very
Gunnar as
long
well.
runway here.
The Vision
Great
Jet
view-
stops on a
great
sixpence,
view
doesn't
view
it?
in front
Goodness.
of it, though.
I think one of the things with the Vision Jet is you've got to get it slowed down early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't like slowing, does
Yeah.
it?
It
There's
doesn't
no,
like
there's no
slowing
air brakes, are
down.
there?
So,
I think
well, you
speed
can,
brakes would be useful.
well, remember you can drop your undercarriage quite early as well.
Yeah, I did that, but I spent the weekend in the cells, so no, I don't do it anymore.
Let's catch up with you chaps, otherwise I never will, with that chat going on. Did you manage Mr. Wolf's Aviation in the Concorde? Good girl food, have a good night. Oh, okay, you're going. Oh, it's a shame. Pedro, how you doing, my friend? And Carlos, if I didn't catch up with you, we've been to ENBO already. We're now at ENLK, is it? Bear with me, I think that's right. I can get it for you. ENLK, that's where we are at the moment. We're going to be here for a few minutes, so if you want to join in, now's the time.
Oh, I'm going to go.
It's like weather.
I'm going to get a drink of water, chaps, just a moment.
Okay.
It is on live weather, but I don't see any moon.
Nice little regional airport model.
Nice, isn't it? I don't know, I get, with the live weather, I get the impression it feels bloody cold.
Live weather,
really,
it's cold.
Really want to go to spend some time in Norway. I've been there once, flown to Gardermoen, and I spent 2 hours in and around the airport waiting for, well, Fjordhay would know, I used to be a specialist in drone stuff, so Norway have got a good drone program with, especially the micro stuff. And I just met a guy to swap some drones over, and I never got out of the airport. Such a shame. Flew to Norway for the day and didn't leave the airport.
I used to go to ice climbing every year.
Love it. Looks amazing. That's bucket list. I'd like
If
to go on
you
that
go
cruise.
to Norway, if you want to see something really, really beautiful, you should go to some place called Lofoten. So it's
Yeah.
Lofoten is like it's featured in a lot of movies, and it's like it's mountains, and the roads there are actually made. There's no tunnels up there, so because the nature is so beautiful, so Norwegians have not wanted to destroy it, so they're building roads, like snake roads through the mountains. It's amazing. I mean, it's like the nature, and in summer you need to go there in summer. It's amazing.
I've only experienced that in European Truck Simulator, but that was enough to make me want to go there.
Sounds amazing.
I can also recommend the fjords. I mean, obviously the best known is Geiranger Fjord. That is also nice, very nice to go there and take a trip there. A guided tour, basically, which we did in summertime. That was really one of the best tours I ever made.
Amazing. Norway is... I mean, Sweden, I've been in Sweden for like 25 years now, and it's beautiful. I mean, the nature as well here, there's a lot of beautiful stuff as well, but compared to Norway, Norway is in a different league.
Yeah, it's no fun if you don't have things that can kill you, though.
I'm sure there is.
Well, I'm getting a low fuel warning here.
Retrieving Neil, what happened there, my friend?
Neil, that was shocking.
That's impressive, Neil.
Caught on camera.
Yeah.
Alright.
Embarrassing. If my internet hadn't cut off, I would have given copious warnings about this being the hardest landing on the flight, but unfortunately,
Tango, no Spitfire tonight.
No, not Spitfire tonight.
That's a first.
I needed a little more speed.
That is a really difficult plane to fly, though.
It's beautiful, man.
It took me a whole evening to do the takeoff.
Yeah, you just have to take care and take your time on the takeoff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. So that
Real
is a
careful
you need
with
to
the
take it
throttle.
easy. Okay.
Yeah. No
full
fools,
throttle thing doesn't work. But I wonder how did people do during war times? I mean, it's like, oh my God, we have a bombing raid. You need to take your time. It's like I think I mean, people were
you need to take your time.
It's a little easier on grass, so. Yeah.
It is. Okay.
If you don't,
Whenever
you can't fight the animals.
on tarmac, that was grass. It was based on.
Well, George, I'm a bit of a history buff, and World War one of the biggest fatalities for World War I pilots was actually training, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So it's actually trying to get the aircraft back down to earth. They crashed a lot.
Same thing with MSFS, really. Killed a lot of pilots. In training.
It's yeah. No, but I mean, I felt that what I was trying to emphasize, it's like the skill that people had before, with all nothing was computerized. Before people were like amazing pilots. I mean, they are today as well, I guess. But
somebody's upside down here.
Jump in and fly. See if you live. Right?
Just done a somersault and big land.
Here comes Susie. Susie's landing, I think.
Come Susie.
Clear the runway for it.
Everybody walk.
Little Susie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No pressure.
Look at that moon. Beautiful.
It is. It's wonderful.
Have you seen the moon?
Go on, Susie, you can do it.
Little Susie.
You're looking very good. Looking very good.
There is even opening hangars on this airport.
No,
You can go around.
You go around.
It's a tricky one.
You were looking good.
Go
We're
around.
looking so good.
Here comes Dan.
Perhaps an undercarriage next time.
You just sound like a bit of a longer landing.
Man, landing at custom airport with so many planes on now, so detailed scenery, I was like, massive lag on it stuff.
Yeah, I saw you had lag. Yeah.
I'm here struggling to get 10 frames a second, so don't worry.
200 foot a minute though, I'm not too concerned. Okay.
I actually can't find my refueling stuff.
Have you not got flow, George?
How low fuel I am on. Fuel fuel all the way up.
Yeah, with flow, I just put it on flow. You get 25% fuel whenever you need it.
I'm gonna try to find it.
On the fuel in flow.
There you go, fuel.
Yep.
Add fuel.
There's also a setting which is unlimited fuel, which is quite useful.
Yep.
I mean, I don't. As I said on the Discord, you know, my talent is such that a range anxiety is not something I need.
So when are we taking off? Is that whenever you who's coordinating?
Dan.
I think soon would be good, just for gravity.
You can take off whenever you like. I'll bring up. I'm sure Dan will bring up as well.
Yeah, I'm just taxiing back down to the starboard runway.
We can just circle it on, can't we?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think
I was one of the last to land anyway. So.
I'm waiting for some reloading, so I'll just join in when I get here.
So 1,500 foot is enough.
Damn. You better get right to the edge of the runway. There wasn't enough runway for the Vision Jet there.
Yeah, you want the full runway. Yeah, there is enough room, but you do need all the space.
James, what was you doing in that house then?
I was just saying hello to the neighbours, you know, just to be polite.
To be friendly.
Aye. Island aye.
Aye. Well, that's more Irish. Sorry, I've got my accents mixed up.
No, I was talking about Danlands.
Oh.
Airland, what about?
No, but he's an honorary Yorkshireman.
Oh.
Well, yeah, our Yorkshire born and bred, but we're halfway through the rummy, and my family from down south, like.
Aye, lad, aye.
What? Down south? What, my friend?
What they generally say, George, in the UK, when we're taking off is, let's bugger off.
But she was from Barnsley, and the family went down the pit, so
I fair that. Yorkshire born, Yorkshire bred, strong in arm and thick in head, they say, don't they?
Aye, lad.
Aye, lad, aye.
Are we going?
I have no idea. I saw some people turn around. I saw some people going straight ahead. I have no idea where we're going.
We're just flying around so that everybody gets up, I think. Fly around so everybody gets in the air.
Yeah, so I've just taken off. We're heading out on a 21-degree course from the airport, basically straight out. And you need about 1,500 foot altitude.
1,500, okay.
Having refitted this bloody yoke, I keep reaching in front of me, and the aircraft doesn't want to take off for some reason. That's because it's not connected. Perhaps if I use the stick, that'd be quite good.
It's self-aware, Soapy, and knows you're behind the stick.
Absolutely. Same as my wife, she knows I'm behind the stick as well.
Yep.
Usually underneath it.
So, David, you're going away tomorrow. What do you have planned apart from relaxation? Anything planned? Sightseeing or?
Well, we won't be doing too much sightseeing. We go to this place because it's got a lovely hotel and a lovely beach, and we can read lots of books and fantastic restaurants.
Oh, nice.
Arrecife, if anyone ever goes to Lanzarote, you can go to the sort of and the beaches at the east end. But actually, if you go to the old capital, Arrecife, fantastic, very relaxing, and just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, you're very posh.
Went to Gran Canaria once.
You've got a good doctor, because mine ordered a blood test and then anyway.
Hey.
I keep getting prostate exams, so your doctor's more fun.
Yeah, that's just when you go to the supermarket. When you go to the supermarket, that's not a doctor, isn't it?
Yeah, I get worried when they look round the front to see whether your eyes are popping or not.
If you have prostate exam in every doctor appointment, I think you should change doctor. He enjoyed them too much.
Yeah, but she's
too much.
She's lovely.
You went in with an ear infection.
She's lovely.
Yeah, don't walk until you've rocked it, mate.
How can I possibly refuse?
Oh, what? Come on, where's my height? Oh, no, autopilot. That's your fault, Dan. You're not talking us through it.
Sorry, dude.
No.
Fly me to the moon.
So I have a question for Sophie and Chunji, basically.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. I didn't know her age.
Would you
I deny it. No.
Yeah, she said she was 18.
Would you have considered Shaun one of the ogres?
No.
One of the ogres?
No, he kept quiet.
In spirit, yes. But he would never be so rude as Chunzi or I to actually say anything.
On the private messaging, yeah. He was capable of becoming a little... he's Ogre Junior. But
yeah,
no,
Ogre
not,
Junior,
Yeah, I got a couple of ogre private messages.
Yeah. He was a fledgling ogre.
He would have made a good politician.
Yeah. Yeah, he never really liked to rock the boat.
Yeah. He had it in him. Well, we know he's got a darker side because we found out the
yes
music.
He's faced in music.
Oh yes, David, it's your turn to sing, my friend.
I'm not sure if that's music.
Oh yeah, we need the lyrics for that song.
Say again, James.
It's your turn to sing the, what was it, Steve? Darkness or something? What was the group he liked?
Yeah, no, it was Fear Factor. Yeah.
Fear Factor.
I don't have the throat for that, I'm afraid.
Come on, you can sing death metal.
I can give you some. Here's the first line.
Okay. I think he's been sick.
That was in the key in D minor. That was in D minor.
You got it, that's fine. I like it.
Sounded better than the original.
God, that's awful, that music. But you obviously
I don't even know who that is.
He obviously loved it.
Google Fear Factor. Wow, that's it's not easy
a video. If you look on the Discord, Chunzi put up
what genre would that be?
Death metal.
Well, German techno, sort of heavy metal, off your head. Not...
A lot of out of tune screaming.
Yeah,
well, it's not the Carpenters, Gunnar. It's definitely not the Carpenters.
What? Not the Carpenters? Who can listen to something that's not the Carpenters?
No. Well, if you can imagine, let me think. If you can imagine Ozzy Osbourne coughing up a furball, then yeah, it's like that. Wow, that's
for an old fart. My taste in music is pretty hard too. So there you go.
Okay, you might like it.
That happens.
I'm a thrash kind of guy.
Coming up to the next waypoint.
Yep, done.
You'll be turning right, and it'll be lining up for the final touch and go at ENSK.
Okay.
That's Skagen Airport. So touch and go there, and back up to 1500 feet afterwards.
Yeah, last night I was flying Dan, and I was just going to go ENRS, and I said, "Where the hell's that?" That's at Rost. So I said, "Ah, it's all right. I'm in the vision chair. I'm going," and I pressed the nearest button. Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't appear. ENRS wasn't in the list, and I said, is it April?
Oh dear.
So people in the group, in the chat here, people at home, come on, we have George with us. No questions about Navigraph upcoming whatever or anything. You know, Xbox
so
compatibility,
so
maybe.
No questions.
Absolutely. I think it's time now, James, to hit him with the refund business.
So is Navigraph usable in VR?
No.
You know what? That's a question that I can't answer because I have no experience in that. But I know that some things are, and the developers are working on it. It's an ongoing. The thing is that VR is also very special because I don't know how many people are using it. What would you guys say?
A lot more than
a fair chunk of news.
50% of everybody.
Yeah.
In this group, yeah.
Anybody using the Quest 2 for VR in Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Lots of people use the Quest 2.
I use it in X-Plane 11, but not.
I'm using a Quest 2 right now.
Oh.
I was unable. I think it's the quality of the cable I bought, but I was unable to make it work.
Must be
an old story.
Are you going?
I'm on a Quest 3.
On the Quest 2, are you going wired or wireless?
Wireless should go, I believe, but you need that extra battery pack and.
That's what I do. Yeah. I do the extra battery pack.
What is the best headset right now? I mean, if you honestly don't.
Pimax probably, wouldn't it?
Let's say between. Oh, what is it
what
called?
Do you mean the best in quality, the best in comfort, or the best in...
No, I'm talking the one that gets you... Okay, the one that gets you the closest experience that we're getting right now when we're looking at the sharp screen on our OLED. Which one?
Probably the crystal or the violet.
It is, the crystal.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, my GPU wouldn't handle either one of those.
Touch and go. Here we go.
Touch and go. For book, Quest 3.
That's a big touch again. Oh, what the heck am I doing?
Sounds tempting, that does.
Big screen beyond.
I thought you might be
sorry, chaps.
Steve.
No, I'm looking at it and it's there's a lot of negatives with the Pico. The graphically, it takes a lot to drive it.
Yeah, I couldn't get on with the Pico actually.
But listen, that was a very bouncy landing.
It was, yeah. I'm not used to the vision jet.
me being Spanish, I'm not Spanish, but I speak Spanish. But the name of that headset, I can't even say it out loud because it's so it's so wrong. I don't know. The marketing team did a very bad job with actually finding a name. It's the same name for in Spanish. The name for the headset is the same thing as the male genitalia.
What are those?
Headset is this?
The Pico.
Certainly not Alpha.
It's a headset for a dick headset.
Pico.
But Pico is 10 to the minus 12, isn't it?
So that was that's
very small. Really, Spanish?
Say it.
Yeah, performance goes down when it gets cold, eh?
Yeah, well, they're being rude then by just saying they're very small, aren't they?
Depends on the temperature.
Feel low.
Well, 10 to the minus 12 is pretty small.
Buckle Bunny, it's good to see you. I didn't know you were flying with us. Yeah, it's great to see you there as well. I'm catching you. I'm on an active pause. I can watch you all landing here, so do us all proud.
You're coming in with 0 fuel. I'm like,
is this a touch and go or a full
touch and go? Yeah.
This is the end.
Touch and go, yeah. I bet up to 1500.
So touch and go with the left wheel, right wheel, or front wheel?
In my case, it was my bloody nose.
Is the belly a good option?
I would say on the right wheel.
I'm going fast enough.
The Pedro PCG is coming in with a stealth bomber, isn't he?
Really?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, the F117, isn't it? The stealth bomber?
Yeah, the F117.
The original stealth fighter, yeah.
Oh.
That's the fighter,
doesn't look like it can fly. Yeah.
If you can look overhead, for me the sky is pretty amazing with all the stars that can be seen.
Yeah, for me it's still clear red sky.
It looks fantastic with that mod they brought out for the sky tones. Very good. Got rid of all the reds and just looks like it looks excellent.
Oh, I've not tried that.
Yeah. No, I've not tried it either. I saw it early.
It works
I didn't know what mod it was though.
I tried, but I couldn't get access to the folder.
No.
It wouldn't let me in.
Huh. Anybody else using the Aurora mod? Looks also really cool here.
I forgot about that. I was meant to buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that paid or is it free?
Paid, I think.
It's about £6, I think.
Exactly, like €7, something like that. Don't know in pounds.
I'll wait till 2024.
You could be waiting a while. I think 2024 might be pushed back, in my opinion, but I don't know. I'm hoping for 2024.
But what do you guys think of the like situation-based flying? It's gonna be more mission-like.
The question is, hey, what do you think as someone whose business runs around?
Oh no, I think there's gonna be room as well for what we're doing right now. Like buying and coordinating and stuff.
I hope so.
I haven't heard anything around it, and I think it's gonna be awesome. I think the 24 is gonna bring more realism, actually. Even more realism.
I think so too. I don't think they're going to shoot themselves in the foot and get rid of all this that we're doing now. This is the main appeal of it in many ways.
But to be fair, I do hope that Navigraph will obviously, I know it does integrate with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but a lot of us are sitting on Xbox S Series where a lot of the time you have the Navigraph subscription and then you don't have the avionics, even though you are sitting and turning your settings down and doing everything by the Bible, and then still you are, getting to a group flight where you are spawning at a runway and you have no avionics. That, to me, I mean, there's no point in running the Navigraph if I don't have the functionality of the solid platform of Microsoft Flight Simulator, in my honest opinion.
But you do have a point there. That's a really good point. But I mean, right now it's up to the developers. So if your developer wants to integrate on Xbox, I mean, the aircraft is always launched on PC and Xbox. Sometimes first on PC and then on Xbox. But if that aircraft has everything integrated, but it has to come from the developer,
In terms of that, I think that for some pilots, will love to stick to one aircraft, and that's fine, And if you only flew the Vision jet, then on Xbox, potentially navigation switching makes sense to a lot of people. Yeah. But for someone like myself, I fly maybe 20 aircraft on a fairly regular basis. The only ones which support it are the Vision jet, the Honda jet, those are the only two that have got the Navigraph integrated, and both of those struggle on the Xbox in terms of performance, even on the Series X.
You've got the G1000s as well, Dan.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's what it is. Has the Mustang got one in? Is that got the? The problem is, as you say, if somehow Microsoft, Navigraph could work with Microsoft to say, let us get a mod on there that allows us to get into the G3000, 5000, 1000, it would give a lot more flexibility.
Absolutely, I agree.
This is the issue, because it's up to every developer. None of the stock aircraft have it. There's no options if you're flying something that doesn't have, that avionics in it. So I don't think, I don't think I'm saying anything that Navigraph doesn't know, that the developers don't know. The issue here isn't really with Navigraph. The issue is with the model that Microsoft have
getting content onto the Xbox.
Absolutely. I'm 100% agree there.
And if you don't coordinate that development part, which is it's quite difficult to do. You're in a universe, aren't you? You're in a development universe, but each end isn't actually coordinated.
So exactly, you're quite right, because I won't continue my Navigraph subscription because the avionics in my HJet doesn't work. So what's the point in me continuing at 999 if I know when I spawn into that runway and my avionics don't work? I mean, yes, the functionality of the keyboard on the iOS. And another thing is, I would like to maybe see a little bit more integration between maybe little Navgraph and Navigraph, because I mean, I'm an Apple user, you know. Yeah. A lot of people also, you know, only have computers, and that's Windows, and I can't open a little map, you know, that is on the Discord or whatever. You know, so it'd be nice to have a little bit more of openness in terms of sort of, you know, a flight plan reading from my side.
Yeah.
Well, I get the point, but now I think it's like we are talking. I mean, I have some knowledge of how things go from thought to development and to final product, but I have not the knowledge that I can. And the thing is that there are many steps in a process that are like way beyond. It's so high up in the corporate structure that it's difficult for us to what is the word I'm looking for?
Accommodate.
It's difficult to to accommodate or to somehow affect. Right? Yeah. And also disclose there are.
I think ultimately, if anything's going to happen with that, it's conversations between companies such as Navigraph and Microsoft themselves. Ultimately, it's Microsoft's control, and you know, you'd like to hope that with 2024 it'll be a little bit more open, some kind of API integration on Xbox. Yeah, even if it's only a one-way integration, i.e. data coming out from the Xbox and coming, you know, broadcast on the network, which Forza does, which is another Microsoft product, is a Microsoft first-party studio develops it. That broadcasts on API telemetry data. Now, if the Sim could do that, then at least you get things like live tracking on Navigraph if you're running it on your tablet or you're running it on your phone. Or on a laptop which you can't run the sim on, like a Mac for instance. You know, it's all technically possible. It just needs these conversations need to happen. And you know, I sense there's a little bit of reluctance on the Microsoft part because they say, "Oh well, we can't do that because you can't do APIs on the Xbox."
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Dan. It's not so much the company's fault. I keep saying this in Discord. It's very much tied by the Asobo or Microsoft infrastructure in Flight Sim 2020. They've got so many patches that they still need to patch in that they're not catching up with what needs, you know, this type of thing, and it's just unfortunate, really.
But I think also maybe I think that the simulator grew up so fast.
Yeah.
You know, the popularity grew up so fast that I don't think let me just like, you know, I build a picture for you on how I used Navigraph with Xbox. I was playing on my couch with the Velocity 1, and I had, like, you know, my keyboard and my mouse, and I had the Velocity 1, and I had an iPad with you know, I set the course and everything, and I used everything like that. But I think eventually the simulator popularity skyrocketed thanks to Game Pass, and I think I don't think that they were expecting that. I mean, it just grew so fast, and everyone wanted different things and had different experiences. I mean, for example, all the peripherals, there are like just a few peripherals on the Xbox.
Just a lot now. It's not bad.
There's more, but I think that as well. I think the reason that you got an increase in the take-up for the Xbox, of course, is there's a division between the game players and the simmers, and I know that can be an emotive subject, but it doesn't need to be. You know, I'm in this game because I've got a pilot's license and I like to fly, and I can't afford a plane anymore, so I like to get in and fly.
You've got a pilot's license, David? My goodness me. That's a terrifying thought,
Yes,
sorry.
Yeah.
I think Game Pass has made it accessible to a lot of people though as well.
Oh,
Sorry,
yes.
David.
Game Pass is the best thing that happened to gaming, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But,
And for those, you know, that would say, you know, coming from the PC side, coming as a pilot stroke simmer, you know, it's watered it down. It's, you know, I've heard these conversations left, right, and centre. Worst thing that's happened to the sim. Well, you would not have this sim if it wasn't for the Xbox, because where do you think the money is coming from for it?
Absolutely, because I mean, I could afford like a $3,000 computer, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's sort of, you know, the Xbox S series with a Thrustmaster makes the entry-level gamer, you know, more appealing or more sort of lucrative.
And as I mean, 150 more than you have an X. It's a world of difference.
I've got loads of X's, man. They're all on Twitter.
I think we're in violent agreement.
Stream it on your phone, you probably have better quality.
I think we're in violent agreement as always, Dan, because, you know, the agreed you wouldn't have it for the Xbox, but I think what the increase in the use of, I'd like to see a breakdown between which of the gamers who play loads and loads of other games and see Flight Simulator just as a game, and those who see it as a means of getting as close to flying an aircraft as you can while sitting in your home.
Yeah, I think there's going to be people.
That's the biggest difference.
It's really just like how Microsoft even calls this a game. I don't think of it as a game.
Oh,
at
it's
all.
not a game. No, it's definitely a simulator.
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely.
If you want to use it as a game, it is a game.
That's fine.
It can be a game.
I agree.
I can have it be a real
I like playing
simulator
games
as well. So you
I think your flexibility.
Just a heads up, we're coming to the final airport. Turning left from as soon as you get to Hasbov, you'll be turning left, and you need to start dropping immediately for the runway lines you up at the start. Is basically the final approach.
Yeah. You tell that to the Concorde user. That just
That's going to be fun to watch. Let me get ahead of him.
It's runway 32, right? It's runway 32, right?
Yes, it is.
Runway 32, yeah, that's what the flight plan takes us into. Yeah.
How am I outspeeding you chaps? I'm doing 136 knots and I'm outspeeding a lot of you.
You're doing what?
136 knots, but I keep having to pause so you can catch up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my sim's faster. I don't know what's going on.
James.
Take your sim rating slow, James.
I don't. Oh, you know what? I do have a. It could be. I wonder. I do wonder. Oh, dear. Sorry. Thank you. I had no idea.
187.
Dear me. Oh well. Well, that makes a difference. That's why my landings were so crap. There we are.
James, look over to your left.
Hey Dan, I get very nervous. I'm looking at on my little nav map at the moment, and there's a waypoint that's coming up which got ASBO in it.
Yeah,
I get nervous when I see that.
Go down on ASBO.
Well, I've been called into the youth court about 6 times in the last year, but
Have
they
you?
let me off.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would like to see it, mate.
My second divorce here, and we still haven't raised the glass to it. So, you know, whatever's left in my glass is going to go to the angels there. And it's been a lovely flight, and thank you very much for everybody.
Thanks for coming along.
Coordinating it, and you know, I'll raise my glass every year to Rosen and what he's done for this community, and somebody's flying upside down in true spirit. And thank you, dear.
I'm surprised it isn't me this time.
No, well done. Well done.
See you, Shaun.
Take care, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is the last landing, so don't leave now. This is the last one.
Yeah.
Suits, can I just bring in?
This is my second flight, and I think it's really fun to fly with you guys, and I hope I get to do it again, and that we get to do a proper, with our developers and maybe with our community manager as well, so we can actually, maybe dig into those questions and thoughts you have. But when it comes to corporate stuff, maybe we can't talk about that. Maybe we can talk about, developers, develelment and wishes and what's good, what's bad, what could be better. I mean, that's we are trying to do it as because my heart lies in Xbox.
Yeah.
My personal heart.
Yeah.
I have a PC and I have everything, but I started on Xbox, and that's where my heart is. So it's
Great, man.
I'm always pushing, and I'm always trying to. We're gonna make some cool videos for Xbox, and it's gonna be awesome.
That's great to hear. Fantastic.
Thank you, Jorge. Thank you, Jorge.
How frequently, Jorge, is your heart? Does it sort of chatter a bit?
Yeah.
We got no stutters in Xbox.
It's it's a good question.
No, Xbox is wonderful. I think Xbox is actually a miracle.
Yeah,
for what it is.
Yeah.
It really.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
just
that.
we don't have
What-
VR. That's the bad thing about it.
Yeah, but that is
Who knows? Who knows?
I happen to.
It is stunning for the console, really.
Yeah.
It is really, yeah.
It is too expensive.
Wonderful. Smooth.
I mean, not expensive in it's not expensive in money. I mean, maybe some of them, but I'm talking about resource-wise. I mean, the console cannot. I don't think the console is gonna be able to. Yeah, and on the other hand, you have Phil Spencer. I'm a super Xbox fan, so I listen to all his thoughts and I read everything he writes, and I love his philosophy on the gaming and how he wants to bring gaming to everyone. But he also talks about VR. Sorry?
Who's this guy?
Phil Spencer is the head of Xbox.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
What's his view of VR? Sorry.
His view on VR that at the moment, the thing is that he has Xbox and Xbox on PC and everything. So at the moment he's thinking that VR is Xbox is a couch kind of more family-orientated experience compared to VR, which is a very singular and only me experience. So it's a little bit yeah.
Can be both.
It can be both.
But again,
Yes,
what that,
Same time as well.
that's exactly in the territory I was talking about. I've been treating it as an entertainment, rather than a hobby, if you like.
I think.
But if you look at the Quest, if you look at Meta, their whole philosophy is VR is a family experience for sharing.
Yeah, but they're not making it standalone.
No, but I mean, you would be if you would wireless to an Xbox. It's just a box in a room, wouldn't it?
I'm sure Microsoft
Would have multiple headsets probably connected to one Xbox.
But that is the thing. You need for it to become for VR to become a family experience. It's not. It's like right now it's one person playing and 4 other watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for VR to become a family experience, number one, it has to be cheaper. So you can buy 2 or 3 or maybe 4 headsets, so everyone can be in the world, not only one person.
Yeah,
so that's
what
the
they're
thing.
aiming for.
That's a little bit what's when you're playing, like for example Minecraft Dungeons with your whole family. That is so unique. And it's. I mean, I think that is the experience Xbox is aiming for. I think.
We'll go in there. Look at that. So,
yeah.
The issue we've got with that, a lot of the games coming out now are singular players. Like the Forza Motorsport, singular player. If that was on VR, that's an even more immersive game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In VR. same as this game is absolutely perfect for VR.
But I think Phil Spencer said if you want to play VR, you play it on PC. I think that's what he said, like in an interview somewhere. Because the resources are totally different and the experience is 100% different. So
absolutely, the memory is just not there. It can barely cope. You know, even on the Series X with the avionics. You know, this point that the Vision gets, for instance, you have to give it a hard reboot the whole console before flying it. Or else your avionics will fail at some point in your flight. And that's just memory at the end of the day. It's stretching the boundaries of what is possible. You cannot add more onto that, without something suffering. You know, I think, if you have all this, we'll all be hired in. We'll never go out of our houses. We'll have full immersive, interaction of it. And I'm not sure that would be a good thing.
You could get the liberty your house. You will never have to leave.
It'll be hybrid,
kind of
well, my friends, it's a discussion you can carry on in the Discord. I think we're going to wrap up. Looks like everybody's come down. I've just seen Mike land and Susie, and I think that's everybody down, unless people can see people landing.
Am I landing at the wrong airport?
If you don't see us, you are.
No, I see everyone, but I see everyone flying to the left of the airport.
Oh.
I'm flying straight in.
No, we've landed, most of us, hopefully.
Landed, yeah.
Yeah. You might be with a different group, George. Never mind.
Oh, no, I see you.
Well, listen, George, thank you for being with us and braving this flight and the questions. They're just general concerns people have, but you did well. Do come back. We enjoy that, and you seem to gel well with us. So do come back and join us.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Thank you, chaps. Watch for a competition coming in December, which is coming up soon. And I'm away next week, like David is. I'm not going with David. I'm going to Dover for a few days. White Cliffs of Dover.
Enjoy, James.
Sorry.
Have a good one.
Oh, cheers. Yeah.
The White Cliffs.
The White Cliffs. Yeah, that's right. So thanks very much, chaps. Lovely flight, and I'll see you soon in Discord.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan. It's been great. Thank you.
Thanks, Susie. Cheers, mate.
Goodbye, guys. See you another time.
Bye. Thanks,